you just imagine a little girl who is excited to play her pet deck only to get bodied by the biggest of neckbirds, while her parents wonder why an adult man is playing a Disney card game with princesses? Little Mary says good luck to her friend Sally as they part ways to sit down at their designated spots in her local game store. She finds her seat and pulls out her deck full of all her favorite Disney princesses from her $2.50 baby blue Ultra Pro plastic deck box. It's her first TCG that she absolutely adores because it has her favorite princess, Elsa. Mary constructed her deck out of all the frozen characters she could find and then added in all the other princesses because she loves them as well. The judge calls out to the attendants and says there's only 2 minutes left before the rounds begin. Mary is excited to play this cute game with another girl, so they might discuss their favorite Disney movie. Her parents, looking from the sidelines, are delighted to see their daughter having so much fun. They even entertained her request to come dressed up as Elsa so that she might truly cosplay as her favorite princess. She turns and waves to Sally sitting a few tables down, who waves back and calls good luck. Thunk! Mary whips her head back at the sound of her opponent. A short, large man sits down across from her and slams down a metal box with a complex lock on it. This wasn't a little girl that Mary expected. He was at least 4 feet across and had a beard that extended all the way around his chin and down to his neck. It was unkempt and frazzled. It smelled of Doritos, grease, and sweat. The man wheezed out of breath for having to walk a whole 10 meters from the shop entrance to the tables in the back. Mary's parents also stared in horror at the monstrosity that their daughter was sitting across from. Her mother sickened by seeing shown from the man's low-reading jeans when he sat down. Hi, little Mary squeaked out. Maybe this man loved Disney princesses just as much as she did. Mommy always taught her not to judge a book by its cover. The man scoffed at the child in front of him. A boring start, he mumbled. I'm sorry. Mary frowned slightly, having not heard him clearly. It's fine, kid. Let's get this over with. The man opened the metal container, revealing a stack of silver-backed cards. Well, that's a very cool deck box, sir, eh? And you even sleeved them. MHM, who's your favorite princess? Huh? I said, who's your favorite princess? My fave is Elsa. That's my deck. What's yours? It's Ember Steel. The man croaked out, uninterested. Who's Ember Steel? I've never heard of her. She sounds cool, though. The man wasn't listening as he pulled out a 2-0 bottle of Mountain Dew and began chugging it. Mary gazed in horror as he finished the whole bottle in a single gulp, the smell of sugar and green drink filling the air as the man burped slightly. He then pulled out another and did the same. All right, kid, here we go, the man said, clearly bored. The games that followed nearly drove Mary to tears. All 3 rounds Mary couldn't even play a single one of her Disney princesses before her opponent reached 20 lure points. Her parents watched in horror as the man became a horrible whirlwind of card combinations and aggression. Wasn't this supposed to be a fun game where everyone gushed about their favorite Disney princesses and cute mascots? It was the last round. Mary hadn't scored a single lore point, and her opponent was already nearing the 20 he needed to win. Draw your last. Pathetic card Yugi Sulfur Monoxide, I may end this duel. The men screeched. My name's Mary. The girl squeaked in terror. Also, who are you? I'm your opponent. No, you're not. Mary cried. Somehow the large yet short man had physically morphed into tall, thin man with weirdly sharp facial features and brown hair. His printed tee and low-riding jeans were replaced with a longer white jacket that extended to his feet like a cloak. There were belts tied to his body everywhere. Nothing. Pathetic. The man declared as he dramatically swiped a card from his deck, which was inserted in this weird device mounted on his arm. "It's over, Yugi," said. "My name is Mary." The little girl wailed as tears stung her eyes. "I play polymerization. That's not even a Lorcana card. Fuse my 3 blue eyes white dragons to form the ultimate beast of destruction, the Blue's Eyes Ultimate Dragon. I attack your life points directly. I don't even know what you're saying. How is this even allowed?" Mary screamed as she lost the game. The man slammed his hands on the table and glared at the girl. "You're a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck, Joey Wheeler." "Oh my God, I said my name is Mary." The girl began crying as the cards scattered from the table. The man whipped around, his cloak billowing in the air as he struck to the exit. "Let's go, Makuba." He motioned to a small kid who dutifully followed his brother out the door. They got into a massive jet shaped like a white dragon and took off from the parking lot. Mary's parents went over to console their crying daughter, while behind them, Sally was also sobbing. Her opponent was a short man with ridiculous yellow hair and a weird pyramid chained around his neck. He was continuously ripping cards from his own arm-mounted device while yelling at Sally. "Dural! Monstercardo! Dural! Monstercardo! Dural Monstercardo!" Those words would forever haunt Sally in her nightmares to come.